played against the All Blacks before. Is that right?
Once, yeah.
One time.
Yeah.
One from one for you.
One.
First time in a blue and white jersey. So how's that going to be different? What are you expecting from the occasion? What have you said to the players in the group?
No, it's a massive occasion. I think that we spoke about is I was fortunate enough to get one game against the All Blacks, but probably 80-90% of these guys won't get that opportunity again. But if you don't get in this new Springbok setup, you'll never face the Haka or play against the All Blacks. So yeah, what a massive occasion. I think 50 years on, we get an opportunity again to, as a union, as a club, to play against the Test side.
Last one from me, Dion. Your one game against the All Blacks, you played at hooker. Have you spoken to the forwards coach about where you might be playing them this time?
I was in the forwards meeting this morning. They picked my brain this morning. Yeah, so I can't really remember much of that 77 minutes. Went past so quickly, but yeah, great memories.
Cool. I see Nathan's got his hand up first. Fire away, Nathan.
Thank you very much, Micah. Good day, Rito and Dion. Dion, I'll start with you. Just on your journey coming back, I mean, how's it been? Are you ready and fit for this coming week's game against the All Blacks?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm 11 weeks after the operation. Fitness-wise, I'll probably only tell you if I play on Friday, how's the fitness. But yeah, definitely ready to go. Great opportunity. I was looking forward to this match since what was announced a year or two ago.
Rito, someone's talking. Rito, for you, obviously there's been reports of Yakin Ahmed. I mean, he wasn't playing for the under-20s or the junior competition, and he wasn't playing in the Currie Cup. But there are reports that he might be playing in the Stormers game against All Blacks. I mean, can you confirm, will he be available? One of those players will be available to play against the All Blacks 15?
He's training with us, Nate.
So he's obviously available to play.
Thank you.
Yeah, like usually announce the team.
Yeah, someone's stretching inside, looking inside.
I'm just trying to mute everyone here, guys. Sorry. Not everyone has muted themselves, unfortunately. Cool. Nathan, carry on.
Yeah, if Rito, yeah.
Yeah. No, I was just saying the junior box. I'm sure you haven't seen Oli Reed as well. He's also training with us. So most of those boys that didn't play Currie Cup are training with us.
Awesome, thank you.
Thanks, Nathan. Stephen is next with his hand up. Yes, Steve.
Thanks, Mikey. How's it, guys? Hope you're doing well. Dion, earlier when you spoke, somebody who wasn't muted went over you, the sound. There was just something about you having looked forward to this game for a while or so on. Do you mind just repeating what you said there, please?
Yeah, so I was looking forward to this game when it was announced. I think it was last year or the year before that. Yeah, just to represent your union, your club, a club that's been very dear to my heart, that I played almost my whole career with. To play against a Test side like the All Blacks, that's such a big occasion to play against them. I think, like I said, 80-90% of these guys won't have the opportunity again to play against All Blacks or face the Haka, and that's something that every little boy, when he started playing rugby and you watch the Springboks playing the All Blacks, you always wanted to stand in that line in front of them. And I think most of these guys training will get that opportunity, and probably the only opportunity in their career.
And I mean, if I'm not mistaken, the one game against them that you played was the World Cup final.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's pretty amazing, isn't it? And, could you have thought then that, I suppose this is the story of your career. Could you have thought? But could you have thought then that you would play against them again?
No, we always hope we can play against them again. But I think the last 2 years had bad luck with injuries. So I don't know if I'll still be able to play this year. But fortunately, everything went well, and I get an opportunity again to face Haka. I think when 2023, when everything went so past so quickly, so you almost forget what the feeling was. But to relive that feeling again, coming this weekend will be nice.
Looking towards the end of last season, it didn't really look as if you were slowing down in terms of, you certainly weren't acting your age, as they say.
Yeah, you sound like my wife.
Is there still an ambition maybe to serve, Russia a reminder that in the event of maybe injuries or something like that, you could still push on your number, or have you kind of consigned the
No,
international career?
you always want to wear the green and gold jersey. I think that's the ambition of every rugby player to reach that. Like I said, yeah, I enjoyed the rugby just before my last injury, unfortunately. But yeah, hopefully I can put in a good performance. Hopefully the fitness is up there, and then I can maybe put my hand up again for one or two more tests.
And Rito, just looking at the situation with the box now, that all the hard work that Zach has done with you guys in the scrumming sessions and so on, that's paid off for him. So you must be quite proud that Zach is now also getting a lot of opportunities, with the box.
Yeah, Stephen, I mean, I guess that's why we coach, just to see some of these guys grow and become box is really something that we are proud of. So very happy with Zach's progress. Worked really hard, and he deserves all he's getting. So the more box we can produce as the Stormers, the happier we'll be. So we wish him all the best. And yeah, we'll continue to always be proud of what he's achieving and what he's still to achieve.
And have you thought a bit about your tight end roster for next season? I mean, and where you're going to manage to find place for all those guys, and then also just flowing on from that, the past weekend in particular, I thought Donnie Creer looked quite promising when he came on, and Herman is kind of also growing up, So just your thoughts on all your seniors and then also the youngsters coming through.
Yeah, we're sitting in a very good position when it comes to tight ends. Not many teams in the world, can, claim to have three, possibly four Springbok tight ends, So, I mean, including a junior book in there. Yeah, we're sitting in a very good position. It's a good problem to have, and it's something we really have already discussed. And we want to be in a situation where everyone gets enough time to play, to put their hand up so they can carry on being contenders for the Springboks. But yeah, we're very happy with our tight end roster, but we do have plans in terms of making sure that all of them get enough game time throughout the season. And it also allows them, not to overplay any tighter. That's one of the positions where at certain times you actually overplay the tight end because he anchors the scrum, and it's just one of those tough positions. But yeah, like I said, we're sitting in a good position where we can get the boys to share the load.
Dion, when you look at a team like the sort of midweek, or they're not the midweek games, sorry, the warm-up games. If you look back at some of the, do you think the All Blacks will kind of try to hit the ground running, so to speak, against you guys and put on a big performance? Because you sometimes also see on tours that teams also, take a little bit of time to, to find their feet, if you understand what I mean.
Yeah, I think every player in that squad is a quality player, and I think they'll definitely want to hit the ground running. First game, get the momentum going before the first test against the Boks later in the month. So yeah, I don't think they'll slack off, and I think all those players that, like you said, playing the midweek games or the unions, they want to put their hands up to get in that first test against the Boks or second test against the Boks. So they want to perform as well. So I think personally, for every player in the All Black squad, they want to put in a good performance to show that Rennie that they're able to play this first test.
And Rita, just from your goals for this game, are there, sort of strategic goals in terms of trialing players or anything like that? Or are you guys going, is it just full on about doing what you need to do to get the win?
Yeah, Stephen, like Dion said initially, this is a game that everyone's really excited about. So I mean, it goes back down to the things that we really value as a club. Hard work, physicality. So those are the same things that we're going to challenge the boys to sort of present come Friday.
And the situation at lock, Rita, who are your fit locks, senior locks for this game?
Stephen, I might as well give you the whole team. Yeah, yeah.
But
Look,
is there only one, so I can be sure he's in the team, or is there?
I might be putting on my boots this weekend.
Yeah, that's why I'm quite curious, Rita, because if you like, I'm just sort of, because you lost Ruben and Salman. So what are your options? How's JD? Let me rather rephrase
Yeah,
it in
look,
that sense.
he's moving around at training, but still not sure if he's the guy we want to push for this game. Riley obviously got injured with the junior box, the Springboks, so he's also moving around again. I'm not sure if we want to sort of test him this weekend, but he is running. Adre is running, Connor Evans is running. Ruan Ackerman's played lock before, so we do have options.
And how do you feel about some of the guys that came in for Currie Cup, Rita, like Dylan, DeLeo, and Gerbrand? I mean, are those guys that you think you can also potentially squeeze something out of in URC?
Absolutely. I just didn't mention their names. Dylan DeLeo, Gigi, highly experienced, played URC, played overseas as well. Gary Potter spent a lot of time playing for Zimbabwe in the past couple of weeks. So all those guys, are up for consideration for this weekend.
And it's also obviously for you a great opportunity, Rita, to stress test things like the set phases, maybe in particular against it's just about probably the best sort of friendly that you can ask for, a warm-up game, so to speak.
Yeah, Stephen, Dion mentioned it. He's played against the All Blacks. It's the second best team in the world, highly experienced coaching staff. So yeah, we really gonna get tested. I'm sure we're gonna learn a lot about ourselves, where we are, where we want to be. So yeah, everything's gonna be under pressure, I believe. Scrums, lineouts, defense. We're really looking forward to it. But if anything, we really want to learn and get better, and yeah, hopefully pick up a good experience, if I may say, that will help us as we approach our URC season.
Thanks. Just to clarify, Dion, you mentioned, I think 10 or 11 weeks post-surgery. Was that knee surgery for that croc roll?
Yeah, it was that.
Okay. Okay, cool. Okay. Thanks very much, guys. Enjoy the game.
Cool. Thanks, Stephen.
Thanks, Stephen.
Craig Ray was the next with a question. Craig?
Yeah, thanks. Hi, guys. Just wanted to ask, I mean, Stephen's covered a lot of ground there. But Rita, how difficult has preparation been? Because I guess you got the Currie Cup squad, you got some guys in maybe pre-season for URC, different stages. So how difficult has it been sort of making sure you have a competitive Stormers team for this game?
Yeah, look, Craig, it has been a bit challenging. Usually this time the URC guys will still be in sort of break mode, or possibly the start of a preseason. But yeah, we've had to come back early to prepare for it. And as you said, there's a group of players that are playing Currie Cup. But I guess what really helps us is obviously the guys that have game time with Currie Cup and the guys that spend a lot. And there's a few guys that had an extra week or two with the SAA team, and we've got a few junior bucks. So as tricky as it is, there's a few things that sort of work in our favor. We've managed to get everyone back early. We've been preparing for a couple of weeks. Like I said, we're all excited for this game. As challenging as it is because of the time of the year, we feel like we really prepared well, and we're really ready to, go and express ourselves come Friday night.
I just, I don't know if you could answer this question, but has there been any instruction from the Springbok management about what they want to see you test against the All Blacks, using you guys as an experiment for them to get some information?
Not really, Craig. I mean, they've been the same way they've always been, like in the URC, come in now and then, see what we're doing. Sometimes Felix will pop in what's training, check out our plans, but nothing different to what we usually do, if that makes sense.
Yeah. And Dion, just, I mean, are you going to try and get the message across to your teammates that they've got to play this has got to be their test? They've got to play a test match intensity in this game.
No, definitely it's going to be a test match intensity. I think the one time I played against them, the game's going past so fast. If you look up and there's only 20 minutes left or 10 minutes left, and you don't even realize where you were on the field because you were just running around. So it's definitely, like Rita said, it's going to be a good test. It's going to probably lift the standards of the players as well, and they know they'll realize what it takes to be a test player. And I think going forward in the URC, that will definitely give us a bit of a not advantage, but it will show the guys what they have to bring to be selected one day for the box.
Yeah, sorry, on that point, I mean, it's like, yeah, I don't know if you play golf, but sometimes when you play golf with a better golfer, you raise your game. You play a better version of yourself. And do you expect that a lot of guys will do that in a game like this? This will raise their own level that maybe they hadn't seen before?
I hope so. I hope so. I think we look at who you're playing against and what this whole greatest rivalry is about. Like I said earlier, the last time that the union or the Western Province or this union or club played against the All Blacks was 50 years ago. So probably never going to get that in your lifetime again. So hopefully everyone will raise their standards and appreciate the occasion and the responsibility that you have to going into Friday night.
Thanks, guys.
Nice one, Craig. Nathan is going to hand up again. Nathan, you've got another question.
Yes, please, Mike. Thank you. Rito, just for you, just touching on Craig's question. You guys, after the URC, had a bit of a break and then just a bit of a pre-season leading up to this game. But how long did you have to prepare for this fixture?
Yeah, like I said, Nathan, a couple of guys have been playing with the box, a couple of guys SAA. So, I mean, we've probably had just over 3 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks. Yeah. So we feel ready. We haven't had much of a break, but yeah, we're good to go.
Then final one, if I may. Dion, I'm not sure if you've seen on social media. Last week Friday, the All Blacks were welcome at the stadium. I mean, there was a sea of black shirts supporting the All Blacks. I mean, what do you make of that? Because we know that the Stormers do have the faithful, as they call them. But what do you make of the supporters or the reception the All Blacks received?
Yeah, I think that will just create the occasion even better on Friday night if you get those people in as well and all the people supporting us. I think it'll create the environment for a nice game. Yeah, I'm used to that. I remember playing 2009-10 against Crusaders here as well, and stepping off the bus, probably the same as well. So yeah, respect that. I think it will just add to the occasion and make it unforgettable.
Awesome, thank you.
Thanks, Nathan. Just checking if Gavin's got a question. Gavin, you're right.
Yeah, sorry, Mark. Yeah, I couldn't raise my hand for some reason. I was just going to ask Rita. You mentioned that you had Joaquin and you had Ollie, which in the squad at the moment. I just want to ask: Are those players now part of the URC squad moving forward, or will they return to Curry? Or they go to Curry Cup after this, after the All Black game?
That's a tough question, Gavin. But yeah, those guys came back and they joined the URC team. I think at this stage you know, they didn't have much of a break coming from the SA Under 20. I mean, from the Junior World Cup. They might still go off and spend a week or two off, unless if they really needed for the Curry Cup. So it's something that's sort of sitting with the DOR.
So we'll ask Dobbo on Wednesday.
Yeah, exactly.
Deon, what I remember about my younger years when I played a bit of rugby myself was if you didn't have any sort of pre-season and you didn't have any contact and you went straight into a game, like I remember coming straight from a cricket season once and straight into a rugby match, and it was incredibly sore. How much contact have you had? Because you mean 3 weeks isn't normally 3 weeks. I would imagine you're working on your fitness now. Have you guys had more contact than you would normally have at this stage of the season? And how ready are you for that sort of battle, sort of hardened aspect, if you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I think what's fortunate for us as well is like the Curry Cup side is here and we train against them, and usually when you do defense or attack, it starts with shoulder check and then someone gets angry and then it's almost a full-blown game. So I think some of the guys, we have a bit of a contact and mauling and scrumming going into it, but you can't really always replicate the impact in the game in training, even if you try. So the only thing to be contact ready is to play games, and I think the first one will be this Friday night.
Okay, cool, great. Thanks, guys. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Kevin.